back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I'm Ashley Sledge, and let's talk horror. So today I'm going to talk about my favorite horror movies from 2020 to 2025. And this was a little bit difficult because we did have some really great movies throughout the years, some really good years, and it was a little bit difficult to narrow it down to just 10. But coming in at number 10 is Prey from 2022. I loved everything about this movie. I went into it, had zero expectation. I don't really like the Predator movies, and I thought this movie was great. The cinematography was beautiful. Amber Midthunder, she was so amazing in her role. She was believable. She showed her audience that she was a worthy opponent. She didn't just go out and was like a badass right off the rip. Like, you watched her trial and errors, and I thought that was amazing. One of my favorite lines from that movie was,
"You think that I'm not a hunter like you, and I'm not a threat. That is what makes me dangerous."
Like, yeah, girl, you are a dangerous badass. I love the brother and sister relationship and just how she came out and she saved her tribe, and I thought it was such a great movie. Number 9 is Megan from 2022. I guess 2022 was a pretty good year. This also took me by surprise. It wasn't just another killer doll movie. It was a bit different, and honestly, it held up. It was great. It had these two young ladies that really held up the movie. And Megan just shows us that not all January horror is bad. So number 8, I have Dark Harvest from 23. I knew nothing about this movie, and I thought it was dark. I love that it took place in the 40s. It also felt really real. You had your greasers, and I just love the way that the pumpkin Pete looked, and the twist to it all was great. The ending was awesome, and I really hope that they continue on with this story. This is one that like I said, I knew nothing about, and we watched it, put it on one night, and I just thought it was really great. Number 7 is Cobweb from 23. This is another one. I knew nothing. I literally thought it was about like spiders or something. And this is not at all what I expected. I was completely blinded by it, and I loved it. I love the Halloween vibes. You have the pumpkins everywhere. The kid actor was really good. And it definitely gave me People Under the Stairs vibes. And if you know me, that's one of my favorite movies. So I think that's why I loved it so much. Coming in at number 6 is Weapons from 25. This movie creeped me the fuck out. It had a great balance of horror and comedy, very strong female villain with Aunt Gladys. I love her. I want more of Aunt Gladys. She's so creepy. She did so great in her role. And I feel like I was on the edge of my seat this entire movie, like having 27 kids missing and not really knowing what's going on. Like, it was a great time. I really like the story. Coming in at number 5 is Lisa Frankenstein from 24. I love Catherine Newton. I think she's phenomenal. This is definitely a horror comedy. And the style was amazing. The comedy landed for me. The gore was everything. And it was such a fun ride and entertaining, and I just loved it so much. Number 4 is Black Phone from 2021. I love this movie from start to finish. The cast was amazing. Ethan Hawke nailed his role. He was so creepy. Gwen and Finn, they were amazing together. This, again, was held up by children, and they did so good. I love the relationship between Finn and his sister Gwen. It felt real, and there's the pacing, it's perfect. There's some really hard scenes to watch with like parental abuse, and it's just like a telling of a story of growing up, but like the trauma and the pain of, like being abducted and not knowing where your family is. That's a scary thought, and it's just so dark and creepy the entire time. Number 3 is Come Play from 2020. And I know if you were around in 2020 watching Sledgehammer Horror, I talked about this movie a lot that year. I loved it so much. It's creepy. It breaks your heart. It's so sad. At the end, I bawled like a freaking baby. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but the end is so sad. And just the monster looked great. The young man, he really did a great job representing autism. And if you know us and you know our background, you know why that means so much to us. And I really loved that movie from that year. Number 2 is Malignant from 21. This is one that I had no expectation for. Just was watching a horror movie, hadn't seen any trailers, I was very surprised at the way they went. I loved the twist. I think we watched this movie like 3 times in a weekend because I loved it so much. The cinematography was amazing. There's this birdshot view through the house I thought was so good. I was in awe over that. And it just has so much good about it. Brutal. If you know, you know, in the cop shop in the cell, that scene was so freaking brutal, and you're just like, holy shit. The score was so weird, but it fit so well. Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie Malignant. And coming in at number 1 is Abigail from 2024. Another horror comedy. Obviously, this is like my genre, one of my favorite genres. I love horror comedies. I love to laugh, and I love gore and horror. So putting the two together, it just really, it has to be done right. Like, it absolutely has to be done right. There's some horror comedies that don't land for me, but this is one of them. I love the characters. Each one of them brought a different element to the story. Obviously, Catherine Newton, she's one of my favorites. And just, I love the dancing and how another young lady, she held on to her own. She definitely brought it here. The gore in this movie is fantastic. And yeah, again, this is one that I watched multiple times that year. This is one that we watch all the time with our daughters. My youngest was Abigail for Halloween, so it definitely meant a lot to us in this household. So that is my list from 2020 to 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It does help our channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on all our social media. The links are in the description below. And until next time, keep talking horror, stay who you are, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Sammy, those are fucking onions.